Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends, even when we're on holiday here. Yes, I am in Turkey in a place called some place that's unpronounceable. And yeah, so I'm here with Tash and her nephew and her son, and we've had a great time. It's like a package holiday. It's like being back in Butlins, but in 40 degrees heat. And so I'm here for a week. I don't think I've ever had a proper holiday like this. This is one of these all-inclusive holidays which you get through Bad Attitude British Airways, sorry, BA. And am I on the wonk? I think I'm on the wonk here because I haven't got a tripod. But anyway, you get the gist of it. So we're here at this hotel and everything is catered for. You can go to the bar, which is now an Olympic sport, which we'll speak about in a minute. And let's get me less wonked. There we are. And swim up to the bar with the team and stay there all day drinking beer. And then go to the bar and have margaritas all night. But if you want any proper labelled wine, if you like a Whispering Angel or a Mouton Cadet or, you know, Blue Nun, you have to pay extra. And you have to pay extra for little bits. But, you know, it's all right. It's all right, but it's not luxurious. You know, you sort of get used to it in a bit. You know what your options are, that you can just jump in the pool and have a beer with people from up north and things like that, and all people in various football. And so instead, if you can't beat them, join them. And I have just bought a Lilo. Would you believe it? I bought a Lilo. So anyway, the word round the campfire today is there's lots going on, and we drove out to dinner and went past a million dental shops and facelift shops and God knows what. I was nice to see that Katie Price isn't here. I wouldn't know what to say to her with her face all in bits like that. But let's just talk again about the elephant in the room. And don't forget, I'm a comedian that looks at the news and takes the piss out of it. But I saw a piece when Nigel Farage was being... the television here, there's all funny things on it. Every country in the world and the BBC, but there's nothing decent. There's certainly no GB News. And so I put YouTube on and I had a little look at various things. And there was, on Fox News, Nigel Farage was talking. He must have got up really early. And he was talking about Keir Starmer, and there was a clip of Keir Starmer saying that anybody now that speaks about the riots or even comments about the riots and why there are riots is in danger of being prosecuted. Now, okay, isn't that the end of free speech? Isn't it the end of free speech? I just got a call from Vicky this morning, who works for Ustream, and she said there's a lad in prison for coming out of his house and seeing what all the noise was about. Do you know what? I have a friend called Goose, and he was in the Special Forces, and he got the Military Cross, and he very, very, very rarely wears it unless I force him to, when we're at a do. And people say, oh, you got the Military Cross. What did you do then? And he always says in his wonderful, humble way, I wasn't in the battle, I was in the field next door camping, and I went to find out what all the noise was. So this is what this lad is in prison for. I think there's been a slight overreaction from the press and the police and everybody that, and I say again, not every protester is a right-wing thug. Not every Muslim is a terrorist. This is crazy. This is about immigration and a level playing field and two-tier policing. And it seems like now there's two-tier government because, as Nigel Farage said, that these are the worst riots we've seen since Black Lives Matter. Remember that BLM thing over the murder of George Floyd? And when all that was going on, Keir Starmer, in opposition, took the knee. He was pictured taking the knee in support of it. And now the boot's on the other foot, where he is the boss. He is the one that has to police this country, basically. He's now, the knee is on the other floor, isn't it? He's not kneeling at all for this. He's kneeling and praying how he can end it. And he thinks he can end it by arresting sort of middle-aged and working-class white people and black people that are complaining about immigration. Now, how's he finding court space for this? And how is he finding They say 500 people have been arrested and they're being fast-tracked through the courts. But hang on a minute. We thought the criminal justice system, you couldn't get in the courts. You had to wait for 2 years because of the backlog. So now people are jumping that. So Harry the Dip, Mr. 1,000 times a week burglar, he's really loving that because he ain't got to go to court now for another 40 years because of all this jumping that. And I thought the jails were full up. That's why you had to let out 40,000 criminals, or I don't know.